Welcome, everybody. It is great to be here with you today. Got a nice turnout, some nice people. My favorite. I'm just going to put something into the chat to let you know that we are not live streaming on um, Facebook Live today. We cannot, for some technical reason, they say. But I'm also going to share the lyrics in just a moment. Let me get those lined up. Today's song, what did I do there? Oh gosh, I didn't copy, I pasted something into my lyrics. Let's do that again, okay. Here we go. Alrighty, oh, more people coming in. So, welcome to Sing for Peace. Today is day 28. I almost said it was day 23 at an earlier post. I'm blending it all together. Not feeling in any way tired about this. In fact, I am getting a daily dose of vitamin happy. So I hope you all feel good after this today. Generally, people are reporting feeling good. Hey, brother, we have two people joining us from the States today. That's awesome. And today's song is a song that I really came to love at Sing for Joy community choir that I started a few years ago. Not I started, my God, that I joined a few years ago. I have a new message. Well, I have to put the lyrics in the chat now. Let me just do that. See what that message was. Oh, Jules, yes. And Jules is here from the Bay of Fundy in New Brunswick. How awesome is that? Someone else from Toronto and someone from Massachusetts. Lynn from Massachusetts. Thank you, Lynn, for coming back. Today is a beautiful day here in King Township. We've got snow. We've got a lake covered with ice for the first time completely, and it's just a giant mirror reflecting the sun, which I'm also grateful to see today. And I'm really grateful to be able to live and work on this land, which is the traditional territory of the Haudenosaunee, the Huron-Wendat, the Petun First Nation, the Chippewa, and most recently, this is now the treaty territory of the Mississaugas of the Credit First Nation. Anyway, I'll just ask you all to take a moment to think about the indigenous original inhabitants of the land you are on, whether you know it or not. Just open your heart to the fact that there is so much that we can learn and benefit from when we are willing to engage with First Nations people and their ceremonies and their teachings. In fact, in my own life and ancestry, those teachings have been lost for a long time, so I'm really grateful to live in a world where I can benefit from them again. Today's song is by Meredith Buck. And there's something about this song that just makes me feel connected to nature and reminds me of the peace that I feel when I go into water of different kinds. And I'll just give you a little bit of background about this song. This song came to her during a wilderness quest where she was guided to follow the beat of a drum, blindfolded and barefoot. And to get to that song, she had to cross a river blindfolded. Anyway, as she was crossing the river, the song came to her. And I put a video today online by Christina Jessen, who is a lovely singer-songwriter, a fellow community choir leadership graduate. It's the most amazing voice. She sings it slightly differently. I may do it slightly different than the original, but in any case, it still sounds nice. So if you are a community choir teacher learning this later on YouTube, just know that this might be somewhat inauthentic, but it's still pretty juicy. So here we go. Here comes the first part. The chords, by the way, are very simple, and I put them in the chat as well. Listen, 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 listen. Listen, 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 listen. Now there's a harmony to that, but this song does have some melodies which are a little bit tricky and long, so I want to get into the other parts, and then we'll just throw in some harmonies and when we're getting into this. So let's just hear that first part with the guitar. Listen, 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 listen. It's a little faster than the way I was teaching it. I think I just like to marinate in these songs and get really slow, but we'll teach it at the tempo I recorded it at. Listen, let your... Okay, that's the next part. Goes like this. Listen, let your body be your guide. Let's try that. Listen, let your body be your guide. Let the waters decide. Lose yourself in the meantime. That's a lot of melody. Let's try that. Listen, let your body be your... I'm going the opposite way. Let your body be the guide. Let your waters decide. Lose yourself in the meantime. I'm getting a message. I just want to make sure everyone can hear me. Oh, the lyrics are in the opposite order. So this is part 2. Oh, good point. Thank you, Jules. I have them in the wrong order. This is part 3 on your in your chat. So thank you for mentioning that, Jules. Doesn't really matter as long as you know where I am. Okay, but I appreciate you letting me know. So let's try that with the guitar. Here we go. Listen, let your body be your guide. Let the waters decide. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen, let your body be your guide. Let the waters decide. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen, let your body be your guide. Let the waters decide. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen, let your body be your guide. Let the waters decide. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen, let your body be your guide. Let the waters decide. Lose yourself in the meantime. All right, now the third part is really juicy. It may be easier to read the lyrics, but as I'm trying to remember them, it goes, lay yourself down on the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Now we'll get into the melody just a moment, but I'd like to point out that it goes lay, let, listen, lose, A, E, I, O, in terms of the order of the first vowel. So that really helps me remember when I'm getting into a groove and singing this over and over again. Lay, let, listen, lose. Here's the part. Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. So it's a bit low because I've got a very low voice, so I'm going to try singing it higher. Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Let's break it, 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 break it. Oh, I freeze. Oh shoot. Something just happened. What just happened? Ooh, that was weird. I have my Wi-Fi on. I think I'm going to just leave that connected. I hope you can still hear me. Everyone can hear me? Okay, good. Let's try that again. Lay yourself. Let's make sure I got the right note. Lay Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. So let your body down. All the same note. Try that, those two parts together. Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. In the river. And it goes. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Let's try the whole thing together. Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself. We're going to get into this now and layer it up. And I just love to recommend you build it up with me, coming into the different parts if you like, and then just enjoy how it feels to perhaps switch back and forth between the different parts. Once we get all three parts layered in, I'm going to throw in some harmonies and then have fun if you want to exploring those. Yeah, just envision yourself in a river somewhere, maybe one of your favorite places you've been, or a swimming hole you remember when you were a kid, and just feeling yourself being tugged and pulled a little bit by the flow, or even in an ocean where there's some current, or you feel the back and forth of the ocean as the waves bring you back and forth. Um, and remember how good that feels. Remember that deep peace when the water is, when Mother Nature's water, like even in the bath, we're cleansing on such a powerful, energetic way. So allow that energetically to still happen as we get into this song. If you want to close your eyes, I often do this and sway back and forth. That means I'm going deep and getting into that state of peace. All right. Here we go. Starting with the first part. Listen, 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 listen. I'll go over the second part real quick. Listen, let your body be your guide. Let the waters decide. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Here we go. Listen, 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 listen. Let your body be your guide. Let the waters decide. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself down on the. Let your body be your guide. Let the waters decide. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Let your body be your guide. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Let your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Lose yourself in the meantime. Lay yourself down on the rocks now. Get your body down in the river. Listen for the drumming on the other side. Lose yourself in the meantime. Listen, 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 listen. Listen, listen. respect everyone's time, and we're going to wrap it up there today. Um, thank you. We always like to invite people to feed the song. Thank you, song, for wow, reminding me of the healing power of water, wanting to get back into it as soon as I can. I think it's time for a hot bath one of these days. Would anyone else care to feed the song before we wrap up today?
Thank you. Just wanted to feed the song with thank you.
Thank you for joining us, Jules. Great to have you join us. AT, I saw you were unmuted.
Thank you, Song, for reminding me to listen.
Yes, listening is an art, and I'm reading this beautiful book by Hazrat Inayat Khan called "The Mysticism of Sound and Music," and he talks about how when you get into nature, you hear music, you hear the beauty of that. And I'm reminded that you and I, AT, have been near a trickling brook many times and heard the symphony and the chords of water music. And once you hear that stuff, you can never go back. It just feels so good. Lynn, your camera's working. So good to see you. Would you care to feed the song?
Thank you, Rufus, and thank you to the song. Thank you to the Indigenous people and to the artist who composed it. Just happy to be here today with all of you and to see your faces and share. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Nice to see you survive the blizzard intact. Got your power back. I'm going to have to record that song a little slower so we can marinate in that a little bit better, but it would have taken more time that way. So anyway, thank you all again for joining. Hope to see you again soon. Have a great, happy, and festive and restful holiday if we don't see you. Until the next time, be well. We're all one family, singing under one sun, in peace and unity. We can't be undone.